Central Mississippi. I'm out waving there, buddy.
It's the President Washington. It'll do, it says 80 plus out of the box, but sideband, this one's, that may have been another machine.
Hey, me Shane from Gemini Garage, and today got another antenna. Big surprise, right? I know. Well, I saw this one. I've been thinking about it for a while because I've kind of seen it, and I just kind of thought it was sort of cool. And yeah, there's actually some, I'm not sure if you can see that in there, but it's got some liquid in there. So, pretty cool. I'm guessing it is probably some kind of electrical oil, you know, something that's made for that. But you know what, honestly, this one here, if you shop around, you can get them for $30 shipped, which is what I paid for this one, so you really can't beat it. And for stuff that may or may not be practical, and this is practical, it seems to work pretty good, as you'll see. But for things that may or may not be as practical or a little showy like this, don't forget, stuff like this, great gift idea, you know what I mean? So I'm sure someone out there will get one of these and see what it takes to turn the oil all dark and brown. So, but yeah, the Tram 717 oil-filled coil antenna. It's a trucker style antenna. This part right here is actually a riser. I got a wrench around here somewhere. This riser actually comes off of here. And these risers, you know, this thing here, basically, let me set this up here. Basically the same thing. This is the riser that I got from fosscb.com for the 102-inch whip to give it some length. This is basically the same thing right here. It's not chromed like this one is, and I'm sure it's probably maybe a different manufacturer. This one looks more like it's a stainless. But the point being is this is a nice, you know, piece of hardware that comes with the antenna. And then you've got, you know, of course, the whip that comes with it. So even just for the parts alone, it's almost worth it. But once again, it's a good antenna so far. I mean, I checked the SWR on it. I had a really good SWR. I got it down to like 1.2 on channel 20 and about a 1.1 up there on 37, 38 where you talk on sideband. So you really can't beat that. It's got 2 set screws in it that hold the whip in here. I have no idea. This oil thing here, this coil sort of reminds me, it looks like it's got, you know, it's got this, looks like a plastic window here, and then a couple of O-rings in the end. It kind of reminds me if you ever fiddled around with cars and fuel filters, they used to make these fuel filters that were kind of like that, where you'd have a rubber O-ring on each end cap, and then the things would have a window in the middle, and kind of like that. I don't know if it comes apart. There's a little thing right here. I don't know if there's a set screw in there or if it's a pin that's in there. It's really small and it's really hard to see. That's what seems to be holding the top on there. Yeah, I can't tell exactly what that is. It looks like it's a set screw of some kind maybe, and then they put maybe some green Loctite or some green goo of some kind in there so it won't back out or so you can't take it apart. So, yeah. I'm not going to spend a long time on it because it is what it is. Pretty simple. I don't know if I'd want to put this on an expensive car in the daytime because I could just foresee somebody coming out and, you know, having this oil leak out all over their car. So I don't know if I would want to trust it as far as that goes. Just saying. It does come with this chart here that tells you all the different sizes and how long it should be for a ballpark of the different frequencies. So that's pretty cool. Comes with an Allen wrench. Again, that's a Tram, so it just comes in a bag. Oil-filled coil CB antenna. And again, I got this one for about $30 shipped, and you can find them for, you know, about that price depending on where you look. So I've got a little test here where I put it on the SWR meter and checked the SWR, and then I hooked it up to the radio and kind of compared it back and forth to my base antenna just so you can see that it's working and receiving okay. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. But yeah, pretty cool. The Tram 717 oil-filled coil antenna. Thanks for watching. Shane, Gemini Garage. Okay, back, and just one final note. This antenna here, I originally tried to screw it just into the, where is it? The Tram 5-inch magnet mount base here. And this just, it's not tall enough, it doesn't have enough riser in it, so the antenna was too short, screwed into there. So I ended up screwing it into this here, the Mad Max thing that I had the whip screwed into. So this extra length on here, put it where it needed to be, as you'll see in the SWR part of the video. But I'm bringing that up because not all antennas that take a trucker style mount need the spring and the riser. It just kind of depends. Like that President antenna that I did, that one either had enough adjustability in it with the tuning rings on there, or it was just set up to where you didn't have to put the spring and all that on there. So some of them kind of come wound to where you're going to need a riser or a spring, and then others not so much. So that's kind of important to know, because if you get one of these trucker styles antenna and you just screw it onto whatever you're mounting it onto, if it shows that it's way too short or way too long, that could be your issue, is it either doesn't need a spring or it does need a spring. So once again, just an FYI on these trucker style mount antennas, that you need to pay attention to what you're screwing it into as to whether or not how much of a riser or spring you need or don't need. So just thought I'd add that on there. So again, thanks for watching. Shane, Gemini Garage. Okay, so I went ahead and screwed this antenna, the Tram 717 oil filled. I screwed it into this Tram 5-inch mag base here, but I forgot that you're going to need another riser or something else, because it's actually a trucker antenna. And so with that, I remembered that it was kind of the same thing with the 102-inch whip. So I ended up screwing it into the pardon me here. I ended up screwing it into the Mad Max base to get the SWR where I needed it. And this right here is actually one of those spacers, just like I used on the Mad Max whip. It looks like it came from fosscb.com. It looks just exactly like one of those spacers, and those spacers by themselves are like 20 bucks. So just an FYI on that. It does come with the Tram antenna here. Sorry about that. So with that whole situation going on there, that's given me a 1.2 at 3. There's 1.1 395. I'll just set it down here. You can always mess with the length of these spacers and this and that a little. I always set them, because if you're not running a ton of power, having the SWR at 1.2 or so on channel 20 isn't bad, because that gives you, a flatter SWR up there on sideband if you go up there and talk. So, unless you're running a ton of power or something down on the lower channels of CB or something, I usually try to get it as close to I can as a 1-to-1 on, like, 27.385, and you can see right there it's kind of bouncing back and forth to 1.1 depending on how I'm standing. So again, up on a mountaintop with nothing around it, with the proper ground, being something more than stuck into a magnet base. I mean, if you really like I said, took your time to put a more permanent install on it, you'd have your SWR down there pretty good. So anyways, that's good to know anyways, that it's worth its weight in something. It's at least worth its weight in that 6-inch riser that it comes with. So there you go. All right.
You was up here not too long ago, man, but I was kind of busy. I couldn't make the trip. But down 18, you're trying to do it like always, man. Ain't nothing changed. I'll keep it just like you rolling like that, man. Look about it. How about a lean machine? You got the cluster right there. Let's get down. Come on.
Try sideband.
Yeah, height is definitely might.
Oh, man, I guess so. It's calmed down a little bit. Lord have mercy. For this frequency. And, then we've got, I'd say about 900 and some feet. Maybe 850 around now, to check exactly what it is, but it's pretty close to that level. And, yeah, man, good stuff. I didn't know that they came out with a new rig like that, man.
Alright, we'll try a little channel 6.
My route for Central Mississippi. I'm out waving there, buddy.